good one. Oh, let me tell you. It's been a rough one. It has. That's why I haven't been here for a while. Well, okay, where do I start? Quite a few months ago, me and my friend, I'm going to just say Michelle, were taking care of our friend that has cancer, and Michelle would cough like all night long and not even wake up. And I was like, I think you have asthma. I really think you have asthma, because I'm a light sleeper. I can't sleep. It just has happened. Sorry, my hair doesn't look good yet. I just got out of the shower and I got to fix it. Anyway, so, I couldn't help all the time because I didn't have a car. So Michelle did a lot of the helping of our friend that has cancer. She started to get a cold and sinus thing, and then it became bronchitis, and then it started getting worse, and she felt horrible all the time. So she went to the clinic, and they said she had bronchitis and that, she could go home with this antibiotic and blah, blah, blah. Like 3 days later, she went back there, and they were like, her oxygen was going down to 60, and she drove there. And, but she didn't realize what was happening. All she knew is she couldn't breathe. So, they told her that, because Michelle's like, I'll drive to the hospital, and they're like, you're too bad for us to let you drive. So the ambulance had to come to the clinic and pick her up and take her to the hospital. When she got there, they were pretty sure she had double pneumonia. So they started pushing IV antibiotics through her, and it wasn't getting better. So they said, if the antibiotics that we gave you didn't kick it, there's something else wrong. So they were figuring it was a lung disease. They didn't know what one. And as bad as her lungs are, well, right then, they said that, we have no idea what one it is. You're going to have to go to Indy to get a biopsy to find out what it is. So they told her, by the looks of her lungs, if she doesn't get a transplant, she won't live past 5 years. So she went to Indy, and they checked her lungs, and they're pretty sure it's a bad lung disease. They took the biopsy, and we'll know about that probably right after Christmas. And I hate it because she's going to be in there. But anyway, day before yesterday, no, let's see. Hold on, I'm doing my timeline. Today is Saturday. I talked to her last Thursday, and we had a great talk. I mean, she was still at the hospital here. We were laughing. It was so much fun, but her oxygen was going down occasionally. She was on 6 liters then. I'm pretty sure she's on 100% oxygen right now. Anyway, So she's in Indy. I think it was night before last. She started getting bad. And every time she would move, the beep would go off because her oxygen was dropping too low, and that was with oxygen. So they took a chest x-ray and they saw blur, and he was like, well, it could be fluid or it could be something else. Well, my friend that was there said that her belly was extended and her face was puffed up, but they thought it was because of the steroids. Well, she said, she told the doctors that Michelle don't normally look like that. Like, Michelle's thin, and her belly looked like she was 8 months pregnant. So they started giving her Lasix through her IV, and she started peeing off that fluid. Last night when I talked to her aunt, they were staying all night because they said it was so bad that they were probably going to have to put her on a ventilator. Of course, I'm crying, you know. Like, anyway, trying to keep it together. So, Michelle looked at our friend and had tears in her eyes and said, I'm not going to make it, am I? And I told them to tell her exactly what she told me. She's stubborn, and she's got this. You know, she's stubborn. So, her breathing was so bad, it was labored, and she was freaking out, and, you know, but as more fluid got off of her, she started breathing a little better. So I'm sitting here all day, you know, trying to figure out what's going on, because her Aunt Pat told me she would call me, and I know they have so much to worry about, you know. I mean, driving from there takes an hour and 15 minutes or whatever. And so today I called the nurse's station, and I was like, can I just speak to somebody in the room with Michelle? And she said, well, nobody's in there right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them your name and your number when they come back, and they will call you, or if they choose to call you. And I said, okay. Well, about 15 minutes later, her sister called me. And she said, yeah, Michelle said it was okay for me to call you. I don't know who's calling. I have no idea. All I knew is I couldn't go to this Christmas party I'm going to tonight without knowing how she was. So, her sister said that she's joking around today. She's still, if she talks too much, her oxygen drops. If she's moving and talking, it's even worse. So when it beeps, she has to stay still and not talk, because they're trying to, you know, get her lungs to rest to see if they can keep her oxygen up with oxygen. I mean, she knows she's coming home with oxygen. You know, I mean, and what they thought was she'll have to be, because she was a smoker. And at first I thought it was a smoker's cough too. You know, I don't know. But anyway, because last night I was literally in pieces because I can't be there. You know, I'm not family. I don't know if they would have let me in there or not. The whole point is I told her sister, I was like, you have given me the best Christmas present in the world to let me know that she's laughing, and I'm just so happy. I don't care if I get anything for Christmas. I've got the best thing that I've wanted for days since she's been sick. So I'm hoping that it's going to start getting better from here since they took all the fluid off of her. They said that she got a liquid diet today, and I think she had Jello and broth and something else. I forgot to ask her if she was eating it. But anyway, I had to tell you that because that's where I've been. Yesterday, see, normally me and my friend Kevin go out on Saturdays, okay? I'm going to this party today, and he doesn't know anybody, so he's like, so we went out yesterday, and we went to see the lights in Marion, and then we went to Bob Evans. We've gone to a couple of movies. I think I told you that. The last one we went to was Mule with Clint Eastwood. It was okay. Okay. And we had seen A Star is Born and Bohemian Rhapsody. We've just made it to where, we're going to just go out and have fun on Saturdays. I mean, there's going to be some Saturdays that we don't, but we've been trying to figure out things to do. So, yeah, so last night, my friend called me and told me about Michelle and how bad it was, and then her aunt called me and told me how bad it was, and man, I couldn't sleep. I just couldn't sleep. But anyway, I'm trying to think what else there was. I'm sorry, this is moving, guys. I'm sorry. What else has happened? Anything? No? I don't know. Oh, I did say I can't lose another friend. And you know what the irony of this is? Okay. And I don't think Michelle would mind me saying this. But last November, not this past, but last, she tried to kill herself. She didn't have a reason to live. So she took bottles of pills. I think it was 3. And her brother found her, and they saved her life. And she's gone through counseling, and she was doing so much better. She graduated from counseling, and then she was trying to get a job, and she got a job, and she started working there, and then she started getting violently ill. I mean, it was just, so now she wants to live, and she has to fight for it. Why does this happen to good people? Why? Why does sickness plague good people? I don't understand. I don't. I realize that my past and my present can help somebody else. I'm going to have to go. And yes, I only have 15 minutes on an iPad. Somebody asked me that. Okay, so it's 14:21. I love you all. Merry Christmas. Bye, everyone.